Dzogchen and Advaita Vedanta, the two schools of no-dual schools. The interpretations, each one of them interpret differently what is no duality. So some people, they think that it's the same, but obviously it's not. One is based on the concept of God, of only one God, and the other is based on the concept of the middle path that transcends duality, and that it makes a difference. So if you would like to see by yourself, please stay to the end, my friend, because I have something very interesting to share with you. Good welcome to this masterclass. My name is Jose T. Gomez. I have been doing research in the Himalaya region on the Indo-Tibetan culture for more than 30 years. In Siddhartha, I came to the area of what is now Lumbini, on the clan of the Sakyas, and then he was supposed to be the king. Their religion is the Samanas, and then he understood Samana saints give a prophecy told to his father that he will be or a great king or a great spiritual master. So the father tried to seduce him not to become a great master, but to become a king. He ended leaving home to follow the Samanas ways. Samanas, they are ascetics and they are on the spiritual path, searching for meaning and purpose of life. And he found himself then on the two extremes. Some, they were two extreme ascetics, doing self-punishment, and then he compared this with a palace. In the palace, they were to other extreme, having all kind of pleasure. And then he found that neither of them suits him, and then there should be a middle path, and he pursues that path, and he awakened. On his awakening, he couldn't find an entity, eternal entity, a creator that has created this world. Then that he established the path of Buddhism, the middle path. This path evolves in 500 years after. There is a new culture that is coming, what is called the Indo-Greeks, King Kanishka. He, 500 years after the Buddha, the Buddhists starting to divide into 18 schools. So he came to Kashmir and he make the gathering of all the 18 schools at that time to debate. Yeah, so they make the debate, all the schools that they learned from Gandhara, they win the debate, and it was the middle path school of the Mahayana, and that was established there. And the Mahayana is the school which established in all the Himalaya. After that, on the 8th century, the Vajrayana schools of Tantric, they come, another situation, invaders from the north, they came, they destroyed all what it was the Buddhists, and what was left, they built up on the Vajrayana path to survive. And then at that time, at the 800 after Christ, then the Vajrayana schools, they starting to become strong. At that time, we can see that they come as schools of the Vedanta Advaita, which is the knowledge of the Vedas, but the no-dual school. That was created by Gadapada in the 800s, was learning Buddhist forms of no-duality and integrate into his Vedanta school, and created what is called now the no-dual school, Advaita Vedanta. Yeah, so then it came one of his lineage disciples, Sankara. He established a new way of establishing the no-dual school with logic and debate form, which is coming from the Buddhists, which by the way, it comes from the Greeks. Yeah, and then to solidify, and they said to be that he was very intelligent, and he debated all the Buddhists of that time, and then the Buddhists disappeared from India because of his great intelligence, and he win all the fights. This is no sense, because actually Buddhism remains from the 800, and he was existing there to the 1200, and a caliphate came and destroyed the Buddhism of the University of Nalanda and Kamalasila. So that's my sense. Now in the new schools, then on the contemporary schools, these schools divide in the new Vedanta with belief that you can get moksha, liberation through or study, or you can get liberation through karma yoga, or you can get liberation through devotion, or you can get liberation through meditation. Doesn't matter which path, you will get liberation. That is not, Dzogchen doesn't share that view. And then there's another view, which is a new Advaita, and not dual school, with belief, doesn't matter what you do, you are already liberated. Because there is only one, and there is no two, that is Advaita, not two, only one. So it doesn't matter what you do, you are already liberated. So you don't need to do nothing. And some people, some Western, they compare this with the Dzogchen. That doesn't make sense as well, because Dzogchen is beyond duality. So it has one view, which is breaking through the middle path. The essence is emptiness, and that is what it breaks through, and transcend the duality, both of them at the same time. And the other is leap over. So it means is including both together and see both of them, the two, the samsara and nirvana, simultaneously. Yes, so embrace them, and that is what is the great completion. So in the same time it's breakthrough, on the same time embrace them. So it has a complete view of what the reality is, and then that is into the essence, natura, and energy. Awaken mind of awareness displayed and display all through wisdom and compassion. And this is how gathers everything in one. And this is the omniscient Buddha mind. Buddha mind is analyze all phenomena by its own characteristics and things as they are by their own characteristics. And on the same time, it sees through by its essential nature. And that is the original teachings of the Buddha. The mind is essentially empty and conditional. This is fundamental luminous, and it has the capacity of knowing, the wisdom mind. Advaita, you say, is one. Two hands is one, just one. If you have this concept, then there is no two, Advaita, only one, and you put these two hands together, they become flat beyond space and time, so they cannot move. There is only one. So there is no action, there is no energy, there is no movement. So then you cannot move. So then obviously nothing can function. And the other concept is, if it's one, you catch anything, one, even an atom, and you can split into many. So the reality of the absolute meaning of one, it breaks into pieces. I have a small anecdote about this. One day on the Himalayas, I found a Buddhist teacher, by the way. He said, look, samsara and nirvana is like one hand. One side is samsara, this side, and the other side is nirvana, but it's one, it's the same. And then my mind automatically thought, okay, he's going to catch the cup of coffee. And I say to him, okay, excuse me, can you catch the coffee with the samsara side of your hand? And then he realized, no, then this is how samsara and nirvana is. One side catch and the other side doesn't catch. Then he realized the mistake of having that view. In Dzogchen, to break through, all is the primordial ground with three distinct aspects: essence, natura, and energy. And that can be personified into two father and mother primordial Buddhas. But this is to represent the objective world and the subjective mind. For example, the essence is emptiness, and there are two aspects of emptiness. One is objective emptiness, for me is emptiness, and a subjective emptiness, empty connection, is empty while cognized, and cognized what is empty. Then we have luminosity. There are two aspects of the luminosity: objective luminosity, which is manifest luminosity, and subjective luminosity, or anti-luminous mind. Then we have, on the aspect of the energy, we have the objective aspect of energy, that is the self-consciousness with all the five aggregates, which is the Maya, the wall of illusion. And you have the subjective aspect of energy, which is awareness display of wisdom and compassion. The awareness itself is empty of independent existing as well. There is no independent existing entity as awareness. And this is the more difficult thing to understand and to realize. And that is why we need a master who can introduce us to that view from heart to heart. In this case, Padmasambhava, he said, if you want to go through the top, to the Dzogchen, through the 9 jhanas, you need to start putting aside or transcending the 4 mundane views. The non-reflective person that is confused all the time, the materialist that is behind money all the time, and that's all what they see, material things. The nihilist that doesn't believe in the law of cause and effect, the consequential law, and the eternalist that he thinks that there is only one God, and that's all what there is. This limitation you need to transcend. All this is mundane view. Then you go through the Sarvakas, there is empty of self, independent, existing. Then through the Prachika Buddhas, the self realize, then they are realize the phenomena, they are empty of themselves as well, because you can break into pieces even the atoms and realize that they doesn't exist independent of their causes and conditions. And then you go to the Bodhisattva, then realize the self-consciousness is a mental continuum and is breaking the rising, abiding, dissolving, and empty, so there is no independent existing entity as self as well. And then you go through the tantric path. You can go through the generation and completion stage to see that the subject and the object they insist interdependent, or you can go to the breakthrough. You break through to the empty essential natura, or you live over to the all-embracing beyond duality, self and other, subject and object, black and white, on the same time that you embrace, you see the truth as it is. And this is how it is in Dzogchen. It is all completion, all integration, beyond duality. On the same time that it sees the interdependence of each thing, but on the same time it sees through the essence, breakthrough, and through the awareness display, it sees the full function of things as well. Anyway, here we come to the end, my friend. And if you like this video, please give you a thumb up. And if you would like to see more of those videos, then please you click on the notification bell. And I hope to see you again, my friend. Thanks very much.